started. So the transition offense is broken down into 4 different parts of what we're going to talk through today. The first one is the spacing. The second one is the principles that we will go over with the transition offense, the different reads and options that we give our players to score once we get into our transition break. And then I have 4 drills here with film and description that hopefully, if you guys like this transition set, that you guys can take to your team as well. So we are going to start off with the transition offensive spacing. So for there is no designated spots 1 through 4. So as you can see here, the rail, the wing, the window, and the corner is all occupied by players 1 through 4. So it's mainly our guards, and then our post player is either ball ahead of the point guard, which is usually at the rail, or she is trailing to be ready to set a ball screen if our point guard does not get the ball ahead to anyone. So like I said, there is no designated spots. It's kind of filled those spots with our transition lane, and then the 5 is either ahead of the ball or trailing the ball. I don't know why this is not working. All right, the transition offensive options that we give our players to look for as they're breaking the set. So we have 5 different looks. The first one is the corner rim run. And we are going to show all of you guys these different looks and what we are conceptualizing in our head to when our first game comes, it looks as smooth as what we see on film that we're about to show you here. So the corner rim run is our first and foremost. The second spray, PG attack. The spray ahead, which is the same side spray ahead of where the ball is to either an attack to the rim, and that's when the post player is not at the post, or getting the post player an early post touch because she beat the ball down the court. And then, like I said earlier, the trail screen, if the post player is behind the ball, or an early post touch if the post player is ahead of the ball. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm going to show you guys the film that I broke down from teams that we've played in the past, and also some types of rim runs and different looks that we've used in our previous transition that we're hopefully taking into this year. Let me move this. So first and foremost,
quick.
Yep.
When you shared, did you choose optimize for video sharing?
I believe I did.
Perfect.
Let me make sure I did that for you. Yep, it's all good.
Thank you.
All right. So the first look that we talked about is that corner rim run. So as you can see, this is their point guard right here. And like I said, you're not going to see a lot of Ashland on this clip. This was a lot of film studying done by me over the summer of what I wanted our transition new look to look like. So you will see a couple different college teams on here with the sprinkle of what our team has done with the past. So like I said, the corner rim run is the ball is bringing up the right-hand side. We are looking for this girl running right here. As you can see, there is nobody guarding the paint. Everyone is matched up to somebody else. Nobody knows that she's here. She's beating her defender in order to get an easy rim run right here. So that is option number 1. And you'll see it a couple more times here. See here, nobody behind her, nobody's looking. We're able to get a nice, easy layup in transition, scoring within the first 5 seconds. Again, 21's running right here. The closest girl to her is her coming up behind her. This post player defender is glued to our post player, able to get a nice, easy rim run for a score. The next one is the second spray. So this is something that, as you see right here, we had a girl rim running right here, but obviously she is defended by the girl that is taking the basket, and also this girl right here. The second spray is this girl right behind the girl opposite to where she can get a nice, easy rim run. Then the last one here is the exact same thing. Nobody knows where KK Arnold is. Even if she's defending, you're still able to spray it ahead. And we do work on these moves with some of our players that are able to do this, able to go one-on-one ISO situation and be able to take girls to the rim. And then last look right here, the second spray, even if you can't score, it's creating a different look for your players that are running to your spots for a wide open look. Our PG attack is something called cut the court. And they're just bringing it up and trying to go one-on-one ISO mode. The biggest thing to look for is this post player right here. So obviously their post player got the defensive board and she is not even trying to sprint to cover the rim. She's kind of just in coast mode with the person she's guarding. Their point guard is able to split and able to take them one-on-one. Everyone's in their spots to be able to get a wide open look in transition. I think the last one here, same thing, rebound. And as you can see, there's a different girl bringing up the ball pretty much every time. Their 5 is the only one that's outletting to the guards, but guards 1 through 4 are able to bring the ball up. It just leads to a quicker transition break. Same side spray here, looking at the same side. And you see here that UConn's player was able to attack because there were no post players or anyone clogging the paint. She was able to go one-on-one, that direct line to the rim to be able to get a foul and go to the free throw line. Last one here, that same side spray, able to go to the rim. And then same side spray again. The post player is at the block to where the attack might not be there for the guard, but if you can see the post player's number, able to score one-on-one or hit a good basket cut. And you'll see one more of us a couple years ago being able to do this spray ahead, boom, wide open rim. Then the last one, which our program for the past couple weeks love, is this spray ahead into a post trail screen. We see the post is trailing behind the ball. She's able to come up, set a ball screen, and 23 on Thomas More is able to get to the rim. Same thing here. Nice little ball screen. And if you got players that can shoot that pull behind the screen 3, and we got some kids that are really, really lethal at coming off ball screens for either a pull behind the screen 3, able to get to the rim, or a pull up. I mean, we tell our kids, if you got that ball and you see that post player trailing behind you, you chill out, call for that ball screen, and go make a play with it. And then the last one here, post trailing, you're able to reject it and still able to make a play out of it. So with that, as you can see, those are the different looks that we have as far as our transition goes, and you guys able to see them more in a live setting. And with that, here's our principles with it. So on missed shots, all of our guards 1 through 4 are able to bring up the ball. So if our 4, who's technically a post in some scenarios, gets an offense or a defensive board, she's able to bring up the ball just like our point guard is, and be ready to run the lanes. Our 5, if they get the defensive board, they are outletting to the closest guard and they can outlet it to either side. We were a program in previous years that let's run it up the right-hand side. But to play, I think, faster, I think you need to be able to outlet it on both sides of the court. So that is something that we are focusing on this year, being able to bring the ball up on different sides of the court. On made shots, the 4 is the one to take the ball out. So making sure that if this is something that you want to run, you need to label the following people on the court. You need to label your point guard, you need to label your 4 player, and you also need to label your 5 as well. Just because on made and missed shots, preferably made shots, the 1 and the 4 need to be the one to bring up the ball and take the ball out. Like I said, your 4 takes it out, and the 1 needs to be the outlet to it, just to either A, get the transition going, or B, get the offense going, or any of your quick hitters that you might want to run. Um, and then when the 4 takes the ball out, the 5 is getting down the court. They're looking for that early post up, but if somehow, some reason they're a little slower and that guard is getting downhill, just move out of the way. Whether or not you need to go to the short corner, whether or not you need to kind of slow it down rather than you sprinting full court, honestly, just get out of the way. That's what we